So welcome to the very first episode of this brand new channel called Scratch Paper. My main channel, which I shall be linking down below in the description box, I usually cover reviews and features. So in this channel, what you can expect is more like an exploration of products. So it's a little bit more of the off the cuff, I guess, type of content. For this first episode, I decided to kind of cheat because I've opened it before. But just to give you a brief background, this product is from a company called Bermuda, and Bermuda originally started in Japan. To me, when I think of products from Japan, it's not so much as they're functional, more like they're emotional. This one is called Bermuda, the speaker. This is a very expensive Bluetooth speaker. And how expensive? Well, it's $400. So I mentioned that I've already tested this and I've tried this out. So I'm just gonna open this up for you so that you can see what's inside. The little manual, which is also in Japanese. Bermuda actually was just recently introduced into the US market as recent as 2020. And I previously have tried and actually own their toaster, which is called Bermuda the Toaster, and also an electric kettle. When you open the box, you get this thing wrapped in like this cloth. And here we go. It's a Bluetooth speaker, but one that I can almost guarantee you have not seen before. What's great about this is that it looks just as good in person, actually even better in person than it does on video or even in the photos. This is a pretty heavy speaker, mostly glass with some metal. You can see some reflective surfaces. There are 3 tubes inside that actually light up in sync with the music. And at the top is the speaker. It's an omnidirectional speaker, meaning it can throw the sound equally around the space. To turn this on, there is a power button in the back, a button for the volume, and also this guy right here controls the behavior of the lights. I'm gonna power it on and hopefully you can hear it clearly using the microphone that I have right here above me. And there you go. So right now its default mode is, I believe, candle mode. So candle mode is basically just lighting up the 3 tubes and they kind of pulsate or breathe just like a candle. You know, you can just leave it in the space and it looks nice. It's a good conversation piece. But then again, it's also a Bluetooth speaker and those LED lights will indicate the volume. And you can also connect it via this auxiliary port for convenience. You can charge it via USB-C. I have it currently connected to my phone. I'm gonna use some royalty-free music. So I'm just gonna pick something at random here and let's do this one. Okay, maybe that's not a good, there you go. So right now, the mode of the light is set to beat mode. So it basically follows the beat of the music. Full synchronization, and it'll just pulsate and flash depending on the type of music you're playing. If you press the star button, it'll change the mode to ambient mode. So ambient mode is more of like a subtle, more gentle synchronization if you don't want it to be overly distracting. And then if you press it one more time, it toggles back into candle mode. For the full effect, let's switch back to beat mode. Then I'm gonna crank up the volume a little bit to see how this actually sounds. Okay, so this does sound pretty good. I mean, there is a point when the volume is just way too high, the sound gets distorted. So I wouldn't recommend using this at full blast. So it's not meant to be the main source of music when you're at home or when you're hosting a party. It does sound good when you're playing something that's a little bit more, I don't know, mood inspiring maybe. So maybe something like some acoustic tracks, like more like this. So when you're trying to set the mood and it's more like a ambient sound, this is great. The speaker is loud enough to maybe fill a small space, not a big space, but the sound is very clear, which I really appreciate. It's such a beautiful piece that it's more than just a speaker. I'm definitely not gonna sell this as a speaker. This is more of like a conversation piece and a very expensive one. You feel that it is expensive, Now the question becomes, does it sound good enough to merit that price tag? Well, to be honest with you, no one's gonna buy this as a speaker to fill their home. It's really just something for the discerning customer, I would say. Someone who likes to fill their area or their space with really interesting, high quality products. I've seen speakers about the same size that perform much better, but it doesn't sound bad. So there is a little bit of bass. I mean, just enough bass in the music to be okay. I wouldn't crank it up so much because it's just going to distort the sound. But yeah, this is Bermuda, the speaker, and I just wanted to feature this as the first episode of this new channel. So if you have any ideas or product suggestions or whatever it is, email me or send me a message or leave a comment. I'll definitely check it out and see what I can do. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to check out my main channel, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.